Hi, my name's Shelley from the Willow Tree Green. This is my channel where I talk about sewing and crafting and whatever I feel like, really. I did an unboxing of some fabric that I had delivered from Simple Life Fabrics recently, and I thought I would put it together with a mix video for some of the things that I've made with the fabric that came. So what follows is the next 6 minutes is me opening the fabric bundle, and after that I'll talk about some of the things that I've already made with the fabric that I received. So see you in a minute. Hi, it's Shelley from the Willow Tree Green. I thought I'd pop on quickly and do a quick fabric haul. I haven't bought any fabric for quite a while, and I've had a few deliveries come in, so I thought I'd share them. First of all, I have this gorgeous green and pink and all these different colors. I love this color. So it's I think it was about 3 meters. I bought it on Stitched Up Rachel Stitched Up D-Stash. So I got that via Instagram, and that's arrived ready to go in the wash. And then I did a order with Simple Life Fabrics because I have been really good and I've been using up all of my stash recently, and I felt it was time to give myself a treat. So no plans whatsoever for any of these fabrics, but I'm always browsing on her website, and I decided to get these. So I was just searching then in the bag for the little note that she always sends, and there it is. So the first thing I bought was some fat quarters. I am a big fan of Snoopy and Peanuts, so I bought these fat quarters. I love having these around for doing little palette cleansers. Oh, these are fantastic, actually. So I'm loving these. I love that one. And I've got a plan to make a bag at the moment. I've got the crossbody bag that I want to give a go. So, or pencil cases. I love making things, and so quite happy with those. They're all very happy little colors there. And Sarah always gives an envelope, and inside the envelope she has a little pouch like this from her remnants, which I think is fantastic. This is lovely, actually. It's a little jersey with deers on it, obviously a Christmas themed one. And then she'll also send you a little handwritten note, which I think is fantastic. So apparently she especially likes the dots viscose. So let's see what I've got. So first one to come out is a broderie anglaise. So it's this lovely blue color. I don't know how to describe it. I bought 2 meters of this because it was fairly, I tend to have a sort of a limit that I will buy fabric pricing wise. And I think this was at the upper limit of that, but I just love this. And I've seen all of the Fleur tops, you know, the Fabric Godmother new pattern and the Tilly and the Buttons new pattern. I don't have either of those patterns, but I have similar ones. So that may well become a top of some description, or even a skirt. I've got so many options, but I wanted to have some broderie anglaise, and it's got some really pretty flowers on there. It feels lovely weight. So there's the weight. Feels really nice. It feels like more than 2 meters there, so I should probably check. If I'll look back on the bill and I'll put the prices that I paid for these and how much there was of each as well. Next, I saw this and I love the colors. I've had a viscose previously of similar colors, and I made the McCall's crossover dress. I think it's McCall's. I'll put a picture up here of the dress, and I saw this and I was like, oh, that's gorgeous colors. I love these autumny colors. So this is, again, I think I got possibly 3 meters of this because I really liked it, and it's a viscose. There we go, single layer of it. Oh, that's so nice, so soft. She's right in her note. She says this is so soft, and she's absolutely right. So this will be going straight in the wash. I'm super excited to make something out of that. Gorgeous. And it's all these tans. It's on a black background, and it's got browns and tans and really pretty design. It looks like paint splashes. So that'll be going in the wash. And then I think I only got a meter, possibly a meter and a half, but again, I can't remember. I'll put it up of what I bought of this. Isn't that pretty? I love the colors. And it's got these unicorns all over it, and butterflies and pink trees and rabbits. I just love this. It's so pretty. It's a cotton, but it's a really nice soft cotton actually. It would make a nice shirt. So can't remember how much I bought of that. Could be, it would be, oh, can you imagine that as a Donny? So holding it upside down. That would be a really nice little Donny shirt, or maybe a patina blouse. Both Friday Pattern Company patterns. Oh, there's a little squirrel in there too. Oh, that's gorgeous. So I didn't buy as much as that because I think I was probably thinking bag again. But actually now I'm seeing it and now I'm feeling it. I think I'd like to wear this. And I just love that pattern. Isn't it gorgeous? I love the colours too. I seem to be becoming more of a pink person. This is a me-made pink t-shirt, for instance. And then I got some, I'm pretty sure this was described as cotton slub. I think it was a remnant. It was definitely a remnant. Again, I'll put what I paid up. So look at the texture. Isn't that fantastic? It's a gorgeous khaki green. And I suspect I will be turning this into a skirt or dress. I always have to stop myself from turning everything into the bard-on dress from Peppermint magazine, but I can absolutely see this as a bard-on dress. But I have so many of those. Does it get boring after a while? Not really. I just love them. Anyway, I don't have as much of this, so, but being short, it's really helpful because I don't need as much fabric as a taller person. So that was it. Just double checking. Yep, that was my fabric haul. Just a few pieces there, but I'm absolutely really pleased and super excited to get sewing on something. I still have a fair few things in my stash to get sewn up, but yeah, thought you might be interested in seeing that. Hi, so after receiving all of that fabric, I got very inspired, especially with the fabric that had the animals on it. So this print fabric got very, very inspired, and you may have noticed I talked about making a Friday Pattern Company Donny shirt, and I immediately went off and made one. So I only had a meter, so I said in that video that I would put up how much I had of each product. So hopefully you would have seen how much I had of each of these fabrics. And this one, I had only ordered 1 meter, which I really regretted, which meant that I had to piece it together quite carefully. I'll put some pictures up of how I laid it out on the fabric that I had in order to get it all out. I realized that in order to get the sleeves, I did consider making it sleeveless, but then I thought, no, I would prefer to have sleeves. So in order to get the sleeves out of it, I actually cut a different fabric for the back yoke, and that helped me to then manage to fit the sleeves on. This normally I would shorten things anyway, so I thought if I had to do that, it wasn't going to be a problem. But this particular pattern, which is something to bear in mind, is very, very cropped. I'm only 4'10". I think this is drafted for someone of 5'6". It is too short for me. I'm uncomfortable with things that show my belly, and so I wouldn't feel comfortable wearing this with a pair of jeans, for instance, because my belly is just too pronounced. So I'm okay with a skirt, I think, but I would prefer to lengthen it. So I'll put a couple of pictures up of me wearing this. What was I wearing it with? I'm trying to remember now. I think I was wearing it with a pair of joggers. Yes, a pair of black joggers, and it felt okay with that actually, because they were black. It was okay. But I think with the skirt, I would prefer to wear it with a skirt. I am finding that I like patterns a lot, and it is difficult to match patterns because I'm not interested in sewing with plain fabric. So it does make life a little bit difficult when you come to find something to put together. So anyway, here it is. I'm very, very happy. I just love this fabric so much. I really do. And it's so soft. And the Donny shirt is actually a really quick make as well. There are some complicated parts. This bit where you join the two pieces together and then you sew this part down the front, that can get a little bit complicated, especially when you do the stitching around the top. So they talked about using a lot of pins, which is ironic given my hatred of using pins. So I actually used a lot of pins on this, and I used a lot of ironing. So everything that I said I don't do, I did do on this. I did and you might be able to notice on the where I laid the pattern out, I did line the back panel up about an inch away from the fold line, which gave me, I think, 2 inches extra in the back, because I do find things tight across my hips because I'm very wide in the hips. So there is extra gathering on the back, but I'm okay with that, and it fits quite nicely, as you can see from the photos. So yes, that was my first instant make after receiving that fabric from Simple Life Fabrics. I still love this, it's fantastic. And I've got a black, in fact I've got 2 peppermint pocket skirts from Peppermint magazine, one in green, I think sort of that sort of green, and one in black, and they'll both go with this, so very happy with that. So the other thing that I immediately went on to make was this, which is a version of the Bardon dress from Peppermint magazine. I mentioned again in my unboxing that I had to stop myself from thinking Peppermint magazine, but I didn't actually have, it was a remnant, and again I put the value, the amount of fabric I had, and it was not a great deal of fabric. So originally I was thinking of just making a tunic, so this is what it looked like as a tunic. But I wasn't happy with it. It didn't feel right, and I wanted to put another tier on it. And I had a skirt from Urban Outfitters that doesn't fit me, and it never fit me really, and I didn't like the way it was made. It just didn't hang right when it was on me. So I took that skirt apart and I added the pieces to this dress. So I'll put a little video in of me wearing it, because I can't really show you on here. So basically what I did was, it was a 2-tiered skirt. So I've got the, the first tier here. So it's this fabric, which is lovely fabric. It's a cotton, and it's a really nice cotton actually. And so I took the first tier off and the waistband, and I've also, excuse me, also got a zip out of it, and this is the waistband. So, I mean, as you can see, that's the waistband. I don't think that was ever going to fit me. I was obviously going through a thin phase when I bought it. So I have still got this fabric left over to do something else with, and I've mentioned I want to make a bag, so that may well be what that becomes. So I attached the bottom tier. I had to loosen it a little bit so that it fit, because it was quite tightly gathered on the original one, which is one of the reasons I didn't like the fit. And it was funny actually, because I noticed that I could see the gathering stitches on the outside of the skirt. So where we're quite strict with ourselves in how we put things together, Urban Outfitters, not so much. So I've attached the bottom tier to this dress, and the lace that was in between the first tier and the second tier, I've attached here at the waist. I've only zigzagged it across the top and across here, where the join is between the bodice and the skirt. I have left this loose, and I'm undecided whether to do anything with that, because obviously this is gathered and that isn't, so it was easier to do. So I don't know, but I'm really happy with how it's come out, and I think it'll look really nice with a t-shirt, a white t-shirt or something underneath it as well. I've got a white turtleneck actually, so even in the winter. So if we've got some rare sunshine today, and if the summer has arrived, it'll be a very nice thing for summer. So these were the 2 things that I immediately went off and made. I am strongly thinking about making the Tilly and the Buttons Lyra out of the blue, let me get it out of this. So that may be what I do this afternoon. I'm undecided. I did think about making a pair of trousers or a skirt, and it's quite heavy, it's quite stiff, this fabric. But I think a Lyra in this, and even because I'd wear shorts under it and probably a vest top anyway, so I wouldn't necessarily line it, and I don't have anything that's suitable to line it. So I may well be doing that next. But I was feeling a bit put out, and so I'm actually wearing my t-shirt today, so it's nude, and I've got it on with the skirt section of the Beyond the Pink Door fabric that I recently bought. I made a t-shirt dress out of it using an old thrifted t-shirt, and I had bound the neckline and the armholes with this fabric. when I put it on, I just wasn't feeling it. I'm not really a yellow person. I don't normally wear yellow. I put this t-shirt on just ironically, I think. Um, and so I was going to take it apart and I was going to put elastic in the waist, and I thought that would help it. And then as I was doing it, it was just all going wrong. So in the end, I just took the skirt part off, folded it over, put some elastic in it, and made a skirt. And here is me wearing today's outfit in the skirt. And so if I choose to wear the Lily top from Experimental Space that I've already made in this fabric, it'll go together perfectly. So that was 2.5 meters. I am lucky in being short, so I can get a lot of things out of, just noticed my hair sticking out weirdly. I can't do anything with it at the moment. Yeah, so I am quite lucky in some respects being short. Obviously I'm wide, so I have to sometimes have extra, but anyway, I thought that might be interesting just to tag on to my little fabric haul that I got. I am expecting some more fabric from Simple Life because she posted up on Instagram some jersey that I could not resist. So there's likely to be some mix in that too coming up. So hope that was interesting, and I'll see you soon. Bye.